Hello everyone, I am Mostofa Sadab and we are giving presentation on IT contingency plan. IT contingency plan aims to prepare an organization to respond well to an emergency and its potential humanitarian impact. Developing a contingency plan involves making decisions in advance about the management of human and financial resources, condition and communication process, and being aware of range of technical and logistic response. According to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, they have stated that IT contingency planning refers to a coordination strategy involving plan, procedures, and technical measures that enable the recovery of IT system, operation, and data after a disruption. Basically, IT contingency plan is a process by which business organization create backup plan at an alternate location to secure their data in the event of emergency or any kind of system failure. The value of an IT contingency plan may seem obvious, but in case there is doubt, here are a few examples. A decade ago, a large earthquake shook Kyoto, Japan. Significant part of shutdown were totally destroyed. It is estimated that at that time about 20% of business did not survive to the quake due to the destruction of their computer located record. UK government's HM Revenue and Customer Service lost 2 disks containing the personal detail of 20 million people. As a result of systematic failure and independent review of information security at the department, the report highlights the weakness in information security system. From this example, we can easily understand that what is the effect of not having an effective IT contingency plan. Another example can be the US Postal Service that the agency lost sensitive data after a device containing both the original and backup copy of the information suffered a hardware failure. The backup was lost in April after an unspecific malfunction occurred. Contingency plan always plays an important role for an IT organization. In present time, without it, organization can't fully ensure that all the data is safe. Here are some of the importance of contingency plan. At the time of information system disaster, company have to suffer and incur a huge amount of loss. Record administration showed that 80% of company without well-conceived data protection and recovery strategy go out of business because of not having data backup. In this case, an efficient contingency plan helps to minimize the loss by providing the backup plan or backup data. For example, the United States Postal Service lost a digital version of Inter database record and monitor security indicates due to the failure of their hard drive, and thus they face a huge loss. If they have the data system, they can minimize the loss. On the other hand, AMAG is a pharmaceutical company which is based on Boston and they have 300 employees. As a part of they have lost their entire database and also the backup. For a result, they after that they have data backup system which helps them to recover the missing data, and thus they recover their loss. The second importance is continuation of execution. Because of data system failure, company may lose their all valuable information and data. These data and information seem so important for a company that they can't execute their operation further. If they have an effective data backup plan and system, that time this organization can run their business and continue their execution. If organization have IT contingency plan, that time they can recover very quickly. If company have the contingency plan which can provide quick backup, it will help the company to recover their condition very quickly. Next point is data backup gives peace of mind. If a company can follow an IT contingency plan, that time their worry about losing data will be minimized. It will also save a lots of money and time. Sometimes it creates fear about losing important data of organization, and active contingency plan can help to lessen fear among the employee by ensuring that all those data are already stored to an alternative location. Another importance of data backup is employee productivity will be improved. Uh, because of data backup, the employee are given ready access to content regardless of their location. For example, an employee who created document at work and then want to continue working on the document after he or she arrive at home can easily access the document. Thus, data backup can increase the employee productivity. Next point is lack of data backup creates negative impact of company image. If a company doesn't have proper backup plan, that time negative news can spread out into the market about that particular company. People may think negatively about that company and their operations. So having an efficient and effective IT contingency plan will create a positive image about that organization. IT contingency plan also improve insurance and credit availability. Business that create contingency and disaster recovery plan often have an easier time getting insurance and credit than those that don't. Being able to show your insurance and company contingency plan can help you obtain better coverage and reduce premium. This is all for my part. The rest of the part are covered by my group members.
Hello everyone, this is MD.Saiful. I am discussing about the scope of IT contingency plan. So first of all, what is IT contingency plan? It is a way to stick with the main plan of any organization. It helps to remove the technical problem from the organization. If we are not planning any alternative solution, then it will be a big problem for our organization. We have to make sure that every information of the organization should be kept safe. First of all, we need to maintain a proper backup plan. On the other hand, security issue also an important part of contingency plan. It will be helpful when people within the organization could get access here and take the information they are needed. Security system should be important so that information keeps safe. Our organization has 45 employees with 4 offices. We import goods from China to Bangladesh. Our head office and a file server is in Chittagong and rest of the offices are in Dhaka, Sylhet and Pabna. The main problem is in Pabna, our office in Shujanagar city. In that office, staffs are connecting with the internet through GP wireless. As a result, they cannot get good internet communication like other offices of our company. Major calamities can cause serious change in the scope of IT contingency plan. If there is a fire burst out in any organization, then it will take a month at least to recover. Sometimes transportation system can cause minor calamities. For example, I have some paper and I have to shift it over place within 1 hour. It can be done if we have backup some online solution. Thank you everyone for listening. This is all of my part. Now my next member will discuss about the backup plan of our organization.
Hello, this is Khanker Nabil Abrar. Now I am going to brief about the IT contingency plan that we are offering. Since the organization currently doesn't have a backup plan, we are proposing something that is suitable in Bangladesh's perspective. What we are proposing is we are going to hire a backup solution providing company who provides cloud backup storage to business organization. Divine IT Limited is one of the companies who offers this service. Divine IT is a Bangladeshi company, so it will be easier for communication and transaction. The process should start with a 3 years long contract with Divine IT Limited. This contract will comprise they will back up the entire data of the main server to the provided cloud storage. As a part of the backup solution, Divine IT Limited offers 3 different packages. Among them, the team package that offers 5 TB of storage with an annual fee of $800. This is what we are going to avail. Considering the size of the organization, 5 TB of space seems appropriate, and if any additional space required, it will be possible to increase the storage at $200 per terabyte rate. All the data of the main server will be updated to the cloud storage. As the storage is accessible from any part of the world, employees of the other branches will have access to it. However, to ensure security, the access password will be preserved by 4 particular executives of 4 branches and 1 employee from the top management. In case of a major or minor disaster, employees will get access from the executives to get access into the cloud server. Now, the budget part. The annual payment for purchasing 5 TB of cloud storage requires $800, which is approximately 62,616 taka. Additionally, the backup solution includes a short training session The cost of conducting the training session altogether needs taka 10,800. So a total of 73,416 taka is enough to implement this plan. That is all from me.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Armanul Amin from Bragg Business School. So in this part, I'm going to talk about staff training and plan testing process. As mentioned in earlier that there will be only 5 people who can have the access. For this reason, we are not going to train all the 45 employees. We will provide training to our IT department and those specific 5 employees. Alongside to lessen the cost, we will launch the backup solution in the same time in all branches. So let's see how we conduct the staff training and plan testing process. So very first topic is staff training. And the first point is select a good space. A training location can strongly affect the quality of the learning. We believe headquarters always create some extra interest to the employee's mind. So we are planning to conduct the session in a main branch. Another point is providing training in different location and different branch is more costly, so we are gathering all the selected employees in one place. Next point is taking pop quiz. To ensure the effectiveness of the session, we will take some pop quiz. In this part, we will set a benchmark. If anyone cannot reach the targeted marks, then he or she need to sit again for the quiz after taking some preparations. The next point is ensuring enough resource. We will make sure sufficient space and necessary equipment, for example, computers. Importantly, everyone will get a chance to practice. Next part is shadow learning. The whole day the experts will be there, so our employees can easily follow themselves and learn all the aspects of the training. Next point is documentation. Divine IT Limited will prepare a documentation for our employees so that they can easily check the steps and act accordingly. However, we are going to make some audio and video recording so that our employees can take help when they face any trouble. Most importantly, the video part will be covered by some experts of Divine IT Limited. So we're gonna include the online help system for our employees, and this online help is already known as a very cost-effective way of sharing approaches. However, if any employees face any kind of trouble after the day of training, they can take advice from IT Limited, Divine IT Limited experts through online as well. So the very next part is providing mentor. In future, if anyone leaves the job or quits the job and another new person replaces that position, then to provide training, we will assign him or her to the best employee among the existing four for a day. Likewise, our own IT department will first take some sessions to give an overall vibe to the newcomers. So finally, we are planning to conduct a yearly training session. So based on the changes that can be made for the betterment of the operation. Besides, here our employees will give their valuable feedback, discuss about the challenges and overall performance. So this is all from the staff training part, and now I'm going to talk about the plan testing process. First point is identify the tactical risk. Before conducting the training part, we will identify our tactical risk. For example, lack of resources like computers, lack of knowledge of engineers, etc. The second part is demo implementation. Some experts from Divine IT Limited will implement a demo version first. If all things work properly, then finally implementation will be occur. Then the next part is security issue. After completing the demo implementation, we will check the security issue. In this part, we will check how secure our data is. The next part is review the test plan. Having completed all the steps, we will review the whole system. In this review part, we will check if the system is working properly or not. Ensuring the plan maintenance is the very last part of our presentation, of my presentation actually. We will update the plan regularly to get the best outcomes. There will be proper monitoring to check the issues, and our IT department will keep engaged themselves to ensuring the maintenance. So that's all from my part. Thank you all.
Hello everyone, myself Abdul Mumeet, and I will be finishing the presentation with the plan review process and the conclusion. As we all know, in the field of business, planning is a must thing. Similarly, contingency plan can be regarded as part and parcel for an organization. An organization should not rely on the confined plan as it might fail in no time. Nevertheless, contingency plan should be scrutinized to see whether it is feasible or not, as problems might pop up to hinder the operation of the organization. Earlier, my friends have discussed about the aspects of our contingency plan, and now I'm going to talk about two important issues that might create jeopardy for our contingency plan. First of all, let me talk about the organizational change. In this case, organizational expansion might happen, which includes the substantial growth of employees and required branches for the placement. Thus, organization will be bearing extra costs to use the facilities of the contingency plan. Secondly, employee turnover can occur as well. As we will be providing this particular training to the 5 employees, they might switch the job if they get the opportunity to work in the field related to this. Thirdly, in near future, merger might take place for our business purpose. In this case, the other company could give other plans which might go against the contingency plan. Then comes the technological advancement. Technological advancement is dynamic. New features of technologies can be adapted by our contingency plan as well. So they could charge higher to take their service, which will be costly for our organization. On the contrary, a new competitor can emerge with advanced technology by offering low-cost service, which will create jeopardy for our contingency plan. At the present time, information can be regarded as the most powerful tool of the world. Access to information is a prior issue which allows us to work to attain our objective. Furthermore, information works as a hub which connects different networks and makes a cluster. Loss of information or data and access to the wrong entity is a detrimental matter for anyone. Similarly, information is the key to operate the business for any organization. In this regard, the existing plan must have a contingency plan to make the data more safe and secured. An organization without having any backup plan might face disruption during the operation, which puts employee in danger, which will entail ample amount of loss. Contingency plan minimizes the loss of production as through dismantling each parts of a business, it helps to anticipate the potential threats that might arise later. So, loss will incur to some extent as manifestation has been given in the contingency plan. Moreover, a well-documented contingency plan will allow the employees to make right decision in the moment of crisis. Therefore, a feasible contingency plan should be placed in the organization and training should be given to the competent employees accordingly. To sum up, we'd like to say that no matter how much we struggle to gain independence, protection of the independence is the toughest job to be done. Resembling to the fact, contingency plan is a must for an organization to be sustained. Thank you very much.